Howdy there, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome back to another episode of our Tekkit Legends series. I don't even know why we continue to call it a challenge. That is not what it is at all in the least. It is not a challenge. There's nothing challenging about it. However, we're still challenging ourselves to reach newer, brighter, and better horizons. I, for one, would like to live in a world where... Did y'all hear that sound that I just made? That was weird, wasn't it? Where's the audio? Is there audio for the game? I didn't even check that earlier. I'm looking up at the capture now, and I'm wondering if the game audio is being captured. It is. Good. Yeah, so y'all can hear all the rain. I just needed to confirm that. That means the audio's good this time, and it was good on the last one I recorded. We're still working on my tiny little... what I originally said was going to be a wizard's tower, but it's now just like a little castle next to the village. I don't know why. There's still a chance for it to be a tower. I could make the middle of it into a bit of a tower. Should I do that? Because I was about to just add the roof to it and be done with it. But I feel like after calling it a tower, I kind of need to back that up. Because it looks like a little castle right now, but I can certainly change that really quickly and easily by just turning it into a tower. So we'll do this. We'll remove the stairs from the center here. Last episode, remember what we were trying to do was figure out if there was carpenter slabs, and there's not, and it confused me. We're completely just disregarding that this episode, and we're building a tower instead. It's not going to be a real large tower. This isn't going to take up a big portion of the episode, because there's other things I wanted to get done. But if the tower's like that, how tall does this piece need to be? How tall are these? So it goes 1, 2, 3, or is that 3? 3. Oh my gosh, it's so confusing with these, because they're like doubled. You know what I mean? Because like a little block there and a block there, and it disorients me. 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6. So this here should probably go 6 higher, right? So starting here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's just what my gut instinct is telling me. How does that look from out here? This looks like it's going to be totally perfectly fine, and it's going to... I don't know. I just saw something that made me pause when I was building the tower. I just realized what it could potentially... let's just, you know what, let's just go with it. Let's go with it, and whatever it ends up looking like is just the way it's going to be. So 3, 4, 5, 6, this is how towers are built. 4, 5, I don't know why I started counting at 4 there. I think that this is going to be tall enough. It's a tower now. It's no longer a little castle. It is a tower. It's a beautiful tower, and in the middle we're going to have like a nice window. Should we do the inside of it inset like the bottom is with the wood? Do we need to do that too? Are we going to be able to go up into the upper part of the tower? I don't think so. I don't think that's a necessity. Let's do this. Let's have these come in like this. And then we can have wood on top of that. So we need a lot more birch wood. We'll grab that right away. Just get a few stacks of that, or a single stack of that. I said a few, but I meant a single. And if we have the birch wood like this, we can do... I don't know, I'm trying to think creatively. I'm trying to... Green is not a creative color. That's one of the few things I've learned from YouTube that I've carried with me up until this point in my life, and I find that to be pretty useful. But I'm trying to not build just your bog standard building here, and I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to go about making it any different. But dadgummit, I'm going to try. We're going to have some kind of a top on this thing, too. It can't just end, you know? So if we have it go up like this, and then we fill the inside there with some more panes of light blue glass, because I do like the panes. Pains me to say. That didn't make any sense. I'm not pained to say it at all. I love it. I am being paid to say it, though, because today's sponsor is light blue stained glass. If you don't have light blue stained glass in your house, what are you doing with your life, you noob? Get on the internet and order some light blue stained glass today. Go to lightbluestainedglass.howdyfolks.net. That's not a real website. Howdyfolks.net is, but light blue stained glass is not. I don't recommend going there. It might be real. The Howdy Folks portion. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Don't go to websites that you're unfamiliar with, kids. You're going to end up seeing things you wish you hadn't. And we'll just leave it at that. So we could do this sort of around it like that, and that'll add a bit of character to the build. Maybe that's the continuation of the portcullis from below. Haven't looked up to make sure that's the right word yet, by the way. We're still just going with it. What would it look like if I did this across the front? Didn't I do that on the other side? I don't think that I did, but I'm starting to think that I should have. What about over here on the sides? It looks like that over here. Oh, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. It's a nice... You can get out of the rain and kind of stand guard here. Okay, we're going to leave that like that. And then meanwhile, up here, should we do this like that too? Should we just have stairs going all the way up? I should probably finish the tower before I start redesigning it, you know? But I'm starting to refine the design just from looking at it. I kind of like that an awful lot, so we're going to do that around all of these corners. And, ooh, but you know what? Now that I think about it, how is that going to work with this? It's not, which is why we're probably going to get rid of that. Let's do this. Let's just get, you know, let's take a look at what this looks like with the stone, and we'll decide what we want to do. I'm not digging it so far, though. I got to say, I'm not digging it. So we got that there, or we've got this here where the stairs go all the way up, and then there's just wood in the middle. I kind of like just having the wood by itself. Now, if you're asking why can't we have both, well, the reason is I don't like the look of the stairs underneath like that. See how they don't really sit on it properly? They kind of hang off the edge of the upper step. I don't like that at all. And honestly, I just don't like the look of the ladder like this either. I like the way it's hanging out on the bottom, like a portcullis. I'm sure I'm still saying that word incorrectly and also using it incorrectly. But I don't care. We're hanging with it. Also, this kind of makes the towers on the sides look a bit silly now that one of the pieces of the towers... Oh, wait, no, that doesn't count as one of the tower pieces. Right, these are the tower pieces. We should probably cap the towers off with something to make them more distinct. You know what we could do? Is we could grab some slabs. Some birchwood slabs. Do we have any of those, like, in here? We do now. Weird that we've never had them before. But there we are, and we can cap them off like this. Nice. You can see how that looks from a distance. Oh, kind of terrible. Kind of terrible, actually. What if we did them like that? No, I think we've made it worse. I think we've made it so much worse. That was a mistake. A lot of building is trial and error. You gotta try something and see how it looks before you just decide that it's awful. Maybe if we had maybe just a darker block up there instead... So instead of using wood or just using stone, we just got something that contrasted it a bit more. Something really, really dark. What about the abyssal stone? Can it be made into a sort of like a cap piece? Let's find out. Let's head over here. We'll get ourselves some abyssal stone. Oh, we have basalt. We do have basalt. Okay. And basalt can be used to make basalt bricks. Not really what I was looking for. I was hoping we could get it in, like, well, let's see what we can do with the bricks. We can pretty much saw anything we want to. So, oh gosh. Basalt didn't have an EMC value either, neither does the abyssal stone. Let's see what this... Oh, we already had some abyssal stone in us. Let's get that out. Let's get out our saw. And let's do some work here. Let's see. If we, it looks like that if we cook it up, and I like the look of that abyssal block. And then we can craft that into stairs or slabs if we wanted to have it. Or I could just saw it, you know, which I think I might end up doing because I think this is too high. We want it to be like a nice subtle little topper, so maybe like half of a slab. Let's grab some more of these in any case, and we'll take them over here. It's a good thing we haven't taken all of this down yet because I would like to figure out where the heck the smelter is. Here we go, the electric furnace. We'll throw those in there, and those will get cooked up. And they should be stored down here. And we'll get 6 of them. Like I say, we can turn them into slabs. That's an option. I would actually like to turn them into, like, half of a slab. And we're going to see how these look. This might be perfect for what I've got in mind. So they're going to top off right up... Well, check me. Got to be super delicate with this tool. There we go. I kind of like that. Yeah, a nice little dark colored cap. I wasn't really thinking this dark. I was really thinking more of a dark gray sort of color would work. But this looks fine. Doesn't it? I don't know. Saying it looks fine and then looking at it afterward. What if it was like completely capped off with these? I don't know. I'm having second thoughts now. I was really into it. Now I'm not too into it. What if instead we had the whole blocks? I think we can put these back together if I'm not mistaken. So get 20 of these and put them like that. That'll give us our slabs, and that'll give us the full blocks. So we will build this back up. And then what if we capped this off like that? So it was a whole block. I need to finish the tower, but I'm kind of obsessing over this right now. Is it really necessary at all to have anything capping those off, or is that just my imagination? That's just my imagination. I'm sure it's fine. Let's just, you know what? We've wasted enough time on this. Let's break these. We're going to put it back to the way it was. Oh my gosh. I had high hopes. I really did. I had some high hopes. We can use this later in the big underground base that we're working on. I'll continue to look at this. Maybe I'll think of something else. Maybe it just needs to have something on the side of these that we can put up there, you know? Something to just add a bit of contrast. In the meantime, we need to finish off the top of this thing. So I guess we will add the roof, which is just going to be stone up on the top. Maybe underneath, though, we'll do slabs. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, gosh. There's still a hole in the floor. Right. Yeah, it's a bit of a safety hazard. Cap this thing off. We should have some more stairs. We're running out of stairs, though. Stairs are an important part of this whole procedure. I need to keep my inventory clear, because it keeps getting full of nonsense. We're going to need to light the top of this up, also, now that I think about it. So I don't know how we're going to do that. Maybe just using glowstone. We've used glowstone in other spots of the build, so that might be good. Actually, we might just replace the inside of here with glowstone. Oh yeah, I forgot about these. This was an experiment, wasn't it? Failed experiment from earlier in the episode. And we'll have the stairs go around like that. Okay, there's the roof. I guess we need to have some sort of a crenellations up top or something. And what we can do for that is we can just grab some slabs. Some slabs, I should say. Is that really? Okay, so we don't have... We've never done this? I'm almost positive we've used stone brick slabs before. Maybe we... Oh, they don't have an EMC value. Oh, right on. Okay, well, what I was going to suggest is we do something like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm starting to realize why this isn't going to work. And then we could have these like that. No, you know what? I like it. It looks good. The problem is from the ground, you can't tell that they're up there. Maybe if we had them going outward instead of inward, maybe that would make more sense. So the crenellation, the tall bits are... In fact, that does make more sense. That makes infinitely more sense. We'll do that instead. Even from, like, practical castle design, that makes more sense to have... You don't want the slope there. Because if someone shoots an arrow up at the castle, the last thing you want is for it to hit a gradual incline and then keep going. You want it to hit, like, a solid bam. Like that. Should we reconsider how we're putting these up there, or should we just put them in the same places, but turned around slightly? There we are. Guess I answered my own question. And we have these like that, and how does that look from outside? Again, not a super fan, but that is sort of the running theme with this. Maybe we get rid of these corner pieces. Let's do that. We'll get rid of the corner plate pieces, and we'll put slabs there instead. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I wish we could have one more of these right in the middle here, but it's split between 2 blocks. I wonder, though... We still have that saw, don't we? Let's try this. Let's get a block, and let's cut it down that way, and then also cut it down that way, and then that. Oh, perfect. Little cubes. Oh, this might be just the ticket, if we can place them down... Oh, no, we can't! We can't put it right there because that's a slab. Well, let's get rid of the slab, and let's do this. Let's do 2, 3, 4... Ha-ha! Oh, it's got a slight color difference, though. It does have a slight color difference. Does that matter? Sound off in the comments. Does that matter? Because now we could do it like that. You know... Let's just not. Let's just not. We can put these back together. It was a fun little experiment. Oh, good, it stopped raining. That takes a lot of the stress off. I kind of... No, you know what? Let's commit to something wacky. Let's Shrek it. Let's commit to something wacky. Okay? Let's open up our crafting grid. Let's get these. We're going to make a lot of these darn things. We're going to make 18 of those. It's going to make 36 of these, I think. Yeah, my math is good. And there we go. A little over a stack of those. We're going to replace everything up here. That's what we're going to do. We're going to commit to something wacky. And the way we're going to do that is by breaking all of these. And that way, there will be no color difference because they'll all be the wrong color. And it'll kind of make it look like it's crowned by slightly higher quality bricks. Or I guess lower quality because they don't look the same as the rest of the tower. But, you know, whatever at this point. Also, can we get something that has a magnetic effect? I think the gem armor, one of the gem armor pieces has a magnetic effect. So things get sucked up to you. Okay, so we do the crenellations like so. One there. And then we can do in the... Oh, well, hold on. How was I going to do this? One there, there, and there. Okay, at least a gap in the middle. Looks better, though, doesn't it? That does look better. I like it. All right, we'll do that all the way around. It's not practical because no one can actually stand up here and defend the tower because they're too short. Like, the crenellations are too small. You can't hide behind these and then shoot out at your enemies while avoiding being hit, you know, which is the proper purpose of a real crenellation. But, whatever. Oh, the center. We can double up in the middle, I guess. On these sides. Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't matter. Now, that looks proper. That looks proper. All right, I like that. And then, like I said before, we can just break these blocks here in the middle. And we can put down some glowstone. Also, what happened down here? Oh, gosh. No, everything is fine. Should we get rid of that? And should we make it to where... Wait, did I break glass over here too? No, that's just the wood that I broke. Right. Everything breaks too quickly in this game. This tool is too powerful. I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's too much. So we'll have the 2 blocks there of glowstone. That's enough to keep the monsters from spawning up top. Also lights the place up real good. And then on the inside, we will put a couple blocks there, and then we'll seal this off. Oh, well, that looks funky. Why does that happen in the corners? Should we be able to see straight up into here? Is there any benefit to that? I don't know. It's not like anyone can stand up there. I guess it doesn't hurt anything, though. So there we go. There's the top of the tower. Got the crenellations. And now I've got a ton of these little blocks left over. What can I do with these? How can I have fun today? We can put them in these corners. No. Well, I don't know. It is something. And I've been trying to find something. What if I did something like that? Oh, wait! Oh, I think we found it! I think we found what I've been looking for! Yes! Finally, at long last! Trial and error has led us to this moment where I finally found something I don't hate. So we'll put these on all the corners, and it kind of tops the whole thing off. The different color? I don't know. Something about it works for this. You know, it sets it off nicely. They kind of look like clay with the slightly lighter color. I don't know why that is. But it works. It's getting the job done. I'm just going to keep saying positive things about it until I convince myself that it's all true, and they really are that great. I haven't adjusted the colors on the capture side of things since last episode, so I don't know if, you know, maybe they're not coming through correctly on y'all's end, but there we go. Alright, the Wizard's Tower is complete. It still looks a bit like a castle. It just looks like a really thin castle, and I don't like what's going on the inside. But maybe these are going to come in and save the day yet again. What if I filled that in? Oh, I kind of like that. I like that. Okay, let's not do it with these pieces. What the heck was that? Hold on just a moment. I'm just in the middle of this episode. I got to check something. What? Okay, rando driving by, honk to the horn. That's fine. I thought it might be my parents because they're cleaning out their garage, and I got a text from my mom earlier with just like a picture of a box full of old Star Wars toys. And she said, "Do you want this stuff?" And I said, "Yes." And I have to go get it now. But I thought that potentially that was her bringing him over to me. And I wanted to make sure. Okay, so we've got the pillars now. These are going to be a bit easier to build with in these corners. We can build these up in the sides. Oh, the sun is rising on something beautiful today, my friends. The sun, it doesn't even understand what happened after it went to bed last night. The sun went to bed thinking, well, this world's a bit crap, isn't it? Not really looking forward to tomorrow. And this morning, the sun is coming up, and it's looking at the world and it's thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know. Something is different. Something is subtly different. I can't tell. Maybe it's a new spring in my step, said the sun. Maybe it's a new song in my heart. Maybe it's that beautiful tower over there. Hello! Hello, sun. Good to see you today. You're rising on a whole new world. A new fantastic point of view. You know what's great about this is there's no one to tell me no, or where to go, or say I'm only dreaming. Oh, you know what? We can light these blocks up, too! We can... Oh, well, no, these aren't carpenter's blocks. Never mind. I don't know why I thought that. For a split second, I just got so excited because I was like, oh, they're carpenter's blocks. But they're not. They're just random blocks. Well, they're sawed blocks. We could probably make carpenter's blocks like this. Can you saw a carpenter's block? And does it still carpenter if you do that? I don't know. It'd be an interesting experiment. Should we test it right now? Let's see. We don't have any carpenter's blocks on us. We can get one. Carpenter's block. And we will saw that sucker. We can't. Okay. A darn shame. And I don't think that there's any sort of carpenter's... I mean, there's the carpenter's barrier, obviously. But it's just a fence. It doesn't look anything like this. All right, so this is really helping with the look of this side for me. This is really working for me right here. Now, the top and the bottom, you'll notice I've left open, which makes these look kind of elongated and stretched out compared to the sides. But maybe I like that. Maybe that's the look we want to go for. Because if we put them along the side here, it's going to look like these blocks down here are elongated and stretched out in some weird way. Let me demonstrate. See what I mean? And I don't like that. Although it doesn't kind of make this look now like it's been framed in some way. Some very intentional and artistic way. Let's go check the other side. Compare and contrast. I definitely like this better. Couldn't tell you why, but I like this better. So we'll get rid of the ones on the bottom. We need them anyway. I don't want to make more of these, and we've still got to do the sides. So what is the plan for today? It certainly feels like this entire episode has been built around trying to build this tower and get it finished. And that's only because that's what this entire episode has been built around, is building this tower and trying to get it finished. Next episode, I'm thinking of doing like a more traditional Let's Build style episode, where we focus on the underground portion of the secret mysterious base. Also, should I put some blocks up here now? Crenellations, maybe? Do we have any more squares? We can make more. Turn these into squares. Cut them down, boy. Cut them down. And what if we did crenellations like there, like that, and then... Well, no. That looks dumb. Well, or does it? I've had another idea. I've had another potential stroke of genius. Or complete insanity. We're going to see this one through. Well, the plan for today was to actually move things underground. And you'll notice that hasn't quite happened. That wasn't an intentional call on my part. I didn't decide to not do that. It's just sort of, sometimes life takes unexpected turns and you end up doing this instead. I kind of like that. I like that a lot. But it does feel like there needs to be some sort of connective tissue between them. So, once more, let's take all of these, combine them together. And what if we then cut them down like that? Yeah, like that. And then we did this. I think we've got it. I think we finally got perfection. It's all I ever wanted. All right, let's see how that looks. Okay, compare the sides. That side is the clear winner. And I'm tempted to now go through and add these, if I can, between all of these blocks up top. But maybe not. Maybe that would make those look too small. Those crenellations should look larger. I'm just rolling with crenellations, by the way, because it feels like it's the right word. And if it's not, it's a bit embarrassing. But at the same time... I've faced worse in my life. I've had worse embarrassments in my life. Oh no, we're out. Literally on the last one. Well, I think we only need one block for this, right? Because we cut it that way, that way. And now we have too many of them. In actuality, we've got 8 of them. What are we gonna do with 8 of them? I'm gonna have to think creatively. I'll throw them into the lava and get rid of them. All right. The bottom of the tower is perfect. The top of the tower looks perfect. I think the tower is complete. The wizard's castle is what we'll call it, because it's not really a wizard's tower. It is definitely more castle influenced, and maybe we can get some more trees ordered and moved over here, like some of those big ones to go around it. That's a scary sound effect. Don't know why that's happening. Don't like that at all. Oh my gosh. Well, now we got to figure out. I don't know. I feel like there's still just something missing. It might just be the environment around it being so bland. I feel like there's something more we can do. Are there banners in this? Can you get like a banner? Banner. Let's see what we got. What are these? These are custom NPC wall banners, and they're various colors, and there's no way to craft them as far as I can tell. What a shame. What about flags? No flags. Some kind of wall art or something? I mean, we can make, obviously, you can make like a painting, right? Yeah, but to what end? I don't really like a lot of the paintings. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a go. Maybe we can get something cool. So we needed some wool. We'll get some pink wool because I don't think it matters, and we'll get some sticks. And it's unlikely. Have I ever built a painting before in Minecraft? This might very well be my first painting. You folks would probably know better than me. So we'll get some more of them. And I don't know. Let's see if they got any skinny ones that might look interesting up here. Like right here. Okay. See, I was hoping there would be one, like 1x3 painting that we could put up on the wall. That would maybe resemble a flag in some way. But that doesn't appear to have happened. Creepinati is not a thing that I'm particularly interested in. I don't believe in the Creepinati. The idea that there's a secret organization of creepers controlling the government. I don't believe in that. I don't think that's a real thing. Alright, well, we'll get rid of that then. I don't know. I feel like we need to have banners or something on here. What was that other thing we saw from custom NPCs? The tiles? That's not what I want. But wait, maybe wool. Okay, hold on, new idea. Let's get some wool. And let's get some light blue dye. And you're gonna have to trust me on this one, because I do have an idea. How do you do this? Is it like that? Light blue wool. Okay, we'll get a bunch of that. And while I'm thinking about it, there we go. And then we will cut it down to just as thin as it will go. How thin can you make this stuff? I think that's the limit right there. Yeah. So we got 8 of those, and then we can sort of hang those. No, we can hang those over the edge like that. That does look a little bit better, but it doesn't look... You know what I mean? I want it to have some sort of thing along the top that makes it look like it's a banner hanging down, and I want it to come down to a point, which we're not going to get. Can you place one of these up in there? You can place one on the bottom. Well, that gives me another idea then. Let's find just your basic wood. Basic wooden plank. Or maybe even a dark oak plank. And let's go to town on the saw. Get a couple of them. Couple of them. Couple of them. How small do these get? Nope. Yep. Is that as small as they can go? Okay. So that's even thinner than the ones we made last time. Can these kind of fit down there like that? Okay. That makes it look a little bit more like a banner is hanging from a dowel. And I think that we've done it right there. Do we need them on all sides? I don't think we need them on these sides, but on the 2 sides with the doors. You know, the sides you would approach from if you were an invading army. Because again, I guess we've given up on this being a wizard tower. It's just a castle now. We need some more wool shaved down again. So as thin as they'll go. And that's 10. We're going to need more than that, I think. Let's make a bunch of them. There we are. All right, 26. Probably don't need that many. In fact, we only need 6 on this side. I don't know how many we're going to make for. We already decided not to put them on the sides, but maybe we can decide to put them on the sides, you know? We can pretty much change our minds on this sort of thing anytime we want to. They're the same. It might have been better if we didn't make the dowels quite so thin, and they were a little bit larger, and they stood out a bit more, because the dowel is usually thicker than the flag. Oh, we're out of time. Let's test that real fast, though. Let's give that a shot. So, can we not make the dowels thicker? Oh, it's just creating a wood plank cover? What? Is that the direction we want to go with that? Okay, well, you know what? Let's make 2 covers. And then together, that'll make a panel. And then we can saw the panel in half. No? Oh my gosh. How far back do we have to go with this? Okay, make a bunch of panels. And then make... okay, there we go, a slab. I think we've worked our way back far enough that we can then get to these. Okay. Jeez. Now, if I wanted to get rid of these and replace them with slightly larger ones. Oh, but wait, at this point, they're going to be completely blocking out that connective tissue back there. Okay, so that's what that looks like. Yeah. And then this is what that looks like. Which one looks better? That's the big question for this episode. And I'm not going to wait for a response because I already know what the answer is. Personally speaking, the bigger ones do look better. So we're going to replace the smaller ones with the bigger ones. Again, it's all the trial and error. I think that looks good. And it does kind of get rid of that connective piece right there. Well, it doesn't get rid of it. It just hides it. And, I mean, I was really excited when I found that connective piece. I liked the look of it a whole lot. But I think this does look better. And it's still there on the sides when you approach from the sides because we don't have flags on this side. It's only on the front and back. I gotta say, I'm pretty proud of what we've done here. We have built ourselves an incredible fortress. And now we've got an inventory full of garbage that I need to sort through and get rid of. But I feel like the top is still missing something. But what? I don't know. Does the top need banners? Does the top also need banners? Do we need to decide this right now before we go? Probably not. Probably not. Probably. But are we? I don't... What if we put red banners at the top? So we had blue up here on the front and then red up there on the top. Oh, this is getting real Texas themed, isn't it? I know lots of flags have red, white, and blue. The American flag has red, white, and blue. But that's not what this is themed after. I've made the decision that this is the Texas-themed building based on absolutely nothing. So we get some red, and let's give it a try. We might as well. Do we have enough to get one of these? And we can saw that down into 4 of them, which is good enough for this test, because that's all that this is. This is only a test. A what? A test. Oh, a test. We went and I'm sure I've talked about this. I was in a 1-act play once, and we went to a competition, and we were doing The Taming of the Shrew, and this other group was doing Narnia, right? So these were like high-quality productions, you know, and then, oh, I can place that in behind the dowel. Ooh. Don't like the look of that, though. I like that better. Anyway, we did these high-quality productions, and then this other group came in, and they just did this dumb skit where it was like this kid taking a test, and he was real nervous, and he's like, this is a what, a what, oh, and for some reason, like, it was good, right? And they beat us. They didn't win. I think Narnia won, because of course it did. But I remember through the whole thing just thinking, well, this isn't high art. They shouldn't win. It was better than us, but I was real bitter about it being better than us, so I was like, they shouldn't win. We did like an actual Shakespearean play. They're doing some skit about a nervous kid taking a test, and he's got 3 women in his head saying, this is a test, a what, a test. And I was a little bit embittered, but looking back on it, it was a lot better than our play. Our play was just kind of boring, and we weren't particularly good at acting. What if I put it down low? My concern with putting it down here, I think we've made it worse. Yeah, let's not do this. Let's not do this. Let's clean up our mess. And let's say thank you folks for watching. God bless you. And I'll see you next time. Bye!